beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
I know that when you go hunting, it takes something a little special to get that big one to come in. You got to put a lot of hours in, you got to manage your scent, you got to make sure you've got the shot, and you got to have something a little special out there to get them big boys to get interested to come on in to see what's going on. And that's how we came up with Hot Tail. I've used scents my whole life. I've used Estrus, I've used Doing. I've used, you name it, I've bought it. You know, everybody does. And the one thing that I've always thought that they lacked is the intensity in which they disperse their smell. I can tell you, I don't think I've ever walked into a house and said, man, that's a good smelling cold apple pie. But if you cook a warm apple pie in a house, the whole house smells. Hell, outside the house smells. Simply light it, twist it onto the Hot Tail dispenser, hang it on your favorite tree limb down that shooting lane. And if you want, you can pour a little Estrus in the top of it, and what that does, it creates a virtual funk. It's a cloud of scent. I can tell you that I myself, sitting in the stand 40, 50 yards away, can smell it, and I know you'll be able to too. I've sat out here at my farm, and I can tell you, I can see a good half a mile, and I've seen those deer heads perk up, and I've seen them come right into those cans. And it's something else. You get that heart bleeding, that heart gets a beating, and you know you got them. But it's hard to get the big boys, and this is one way to help. You know, you the hunters got to decide how you want to set up. It's any other tool. You know, you decide what mix you want to use in the can, what mix you want to use on top. You can put whatever scent you want in. Doesn't have to be ours. It's whatever you like. You put it out there and you wait. You want to use two. You can use one as a cover scent and one as an attractant scent. There are so many possibilities. I've been hunting deer for close to 30 years. I started out with a simple pump shotgun about age 11. Dad laid me out in the woods and fended for yourself until he come got you at dark. You know, over the years you learn, you get smarter, you see what works, you see what doesn't work, and I'm telling you, Hot Tail heated deer estrus works. It puts the smell out there, it just drives those deer mad. You know, a deer comes in, you know, you're using a herd scent candle with some estrus on top, you know, it's thinking that there's a herd of deer somewhere near, especially if you're in real dense cover and it can't see very far, and you've got this kind of leaking through a thicket. And you know, they're looking for that herd of deer because it can smell that estrus on top, and it knows there's a couple in heat. You know, use this just slightly post rut. You know, when there's the deer coming out of heat and there's only a few left, and those dominant bucks, man, they're wanting to really wrap those last few surviving does out there up, and that's when it works. That's when I think it's the best. Today, I've asked a friend of mine, Dennis, come on over and talk about my product a little bit. He's got that big boy up there in the middle. Folks, pretty proud of it.
Folks, I think it's revolutionary. I really do. It works. The concept is so simple. I wish I'd have thought of it, but I didn't. And for the price, I mean, it's just unbelievable. For $19.99, would you pay that for a deer like that? I mean, it's just phenomenal. I mean, it works. It's so simple. Give it a try, really. I think you'll really be satisfied.
Well, don't forget, Dennis, we also from our local area deer farms, they supply us with fresh estrus starting in usually mid to late September, and I'm telling you, it's a fine addition to add into that top scent cup. You know, and during that same time period, we'll be making estrus candles so that you won't have to use the deer scent in conjunction with this. You have your choice, you can pick and choose. But I think you'll be real happy with this product. Thank you.
My name's Dennis, and I'm drunk on deer piss.
That one's mine, right there. I'm proud of him.
Oh, there's a nice deer.